Phareeda is just doing Nollywood drama with her alleged attempt to kpai herself, says brother Bembe Demola Okunlaja. Hello everyone, you're very much welcome. I know it's no longer news that Phareeda attempted to end it all lórí Third Mainland Bridge ní àná. And for those of us who have been following the story, we know that Phareeda has gotten to that point of, giving it all up. Remember the previous video I did where we talked about how Phareeda has come out to apologize to everyone in her words, that she has disappointed everyone, and apologizing to ex-husband Demola, Larita, her best friend, Yemisi Fashawe, the alleged side mama chick, and every other person, and the public as well. Demola has responded and reacted to Phareeda's attempt to end it all near Third Mainland Bridge. Now, what exactly did Demola said? Let's read it together. He said, "I gave you my heart free. I was loyal to you, and all I did was to stand next to you as your man, and I also accepted you with all your flaws. We never had any argument, and we have never called ourselves names. I gave you my words and assurance that I'm your man so many times, but you ignored all. Even when you go ahead to fight with people, I always tell you the truth. But your problem is you don't want to listen to the truth and always want to involve yourself in fights. And I always beg you to consider me, but you ignored all signs. Well, fast forward, Free, you are a pretender and a pathetic liar. All those things you are doing is Nollywood acting. This is season 2 and it has just started. We are going to season 20. Unless you come out and tell the world the truth. I never cursed at you and I never body shamed you. I called your nanny one-on-one to please warn you to stop and let peace reign. But you decided to go to Gistova and your sweet street mom to lie on my whatever and decided to drag my family name. My mom had stroke and now she's experiencing another symptoms. You told me that I will be electrocuted or jump into the lagoon without doing you no harm, and also decided to shame another woman that has a husband because of your wayward attitude. Free, you need to ask God forgiveness and go personally to beg the parties involved. I told you I got so much proofs and you haven't seen anything yet. We just started." So my people, that is what Oga Demola Okulaja has written about Phareeda's action yesterday at a spot on Third Mainland Bridge where she drove a Lexus Jeep, parked it, wearing a black gown. As you can see, of course, that video, I cannot share it. It's not even something, it's actually traumatic watching it alone. And how much more now? No. It's just, it's not a good sight, After watching a video where she apologized and now seeing that was too much. It was really too much. Seeing somebody, let me borrow these words. We don't understand a lot of things until some things actually happen. So now for Boda Demola, Unikun Olola, because we try as much as possible not to shade anyone on this platform. But I am a bit irritated that this response is what Demola can give after that encounter. This is just the beginning. You're a pretender and a pathetic liar. Drama. Do you think that if something had happened to Phareeda's enemy, Demola, your life will remain the same again? Let's first thank God Almighty that this woman did end up, succeeding in that action. to fẹ́ lọ ṣe lórí Third Mainland Bridge. And the next thing you can talk about is that pathetic liar near. Like I said in the first video I did, when they were both coming out and sharing information, I said, both of you need therapy. Both of you talk too much. Of course, a lot of people fall out. Okay, despite the fact that your marriage is just 2 months. Hello, me, marriage is going to end the last jolly your wedding. But they will just respectfully give themselves space, and not wash their dirty linen in public. Because even as a boyfriend, how much more a husband, that you know each other's secrets or each other's weak points. But I want to believe that with the apology Phareeda did yesterday, it should be fine. She said it in the video. Demola ma binu, Ọlọ́run máa pèsè ìyàwó alálùbáríkà fún ẹ. What else do you want her to do? So I don't believe that a man that has a heart will now come out and say, you're a pathetic liar. This is just season 2. You will still see shege. What's that about? Ọlọ́run ọba, ọjọ́ tí wọ́n máa pàdé irú àwọn ọkùnrin tí ò bá láàánú àbòbìnrin tí ò bá láàánú, let me balance the whole thing. Kọ́lọ́run jẹ́ kójú ọ̀rọ̀ kí ẹ̀ mọ́ máa lè jáde kẹ́. Because if Phareeda has had an idea, the faintest idea that this is what Demola will do to her, wàhálà kò tẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kí love yẹn grow ní heart ẹ̀. And also a lot of you men, I don't know, both of you have goofed. You have goofed, but what is just making me talk about this now is this response Demola give. Do you think this response is appropriate? Do you think she wants to use herself to do a layer like that? I even learned that some hours before she did that, attempted that thing, that some people were trolling her on Facebook or Instagram, that they were really anti-gun. Honestly, I've not listened to that, so I don't know, how bad that was. That somebody that she's does that kind of business with or something has been on her case too and hitting her really hard. You don't hit somebody who's already on the ground. It's not it's inhumane. Even if the person has done something wrong to you, don't stomp the person to the ground, because God says He will show mercy upon whoever is going to show mercy for. Also, ẹlòmíì wà, ó ti ṣe nǹkan búburú tó jẹ́ pé bóyá ó tiẹ̀ ti ẹ̀mí èèyàn ti bọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ rí. Tó bá wọn Ọlọ́run láti dáríjì, Ọlọ́run á dáríjì, á tún lò fún iṣẹ́ ẹ̀. We cannot question God. We cannot. That is a mystery that nobody understands. And He said it in His word. So, ẹ má jẹ́ ká fojú pé èèyàn kan ti ṣe mistake kí mistake. Àwa tá àti ṣe mistake gan. Do we know ilẹ̀ tó máa mọ́ lọ́la? Kọ́lọ̀ má jẹ́ ká ṣàṣìṣe. Kọ́lọ̀ má jẹ́ ká fall sáwọn òǹkù jìgólò tó ń ṣe kùn gbẹ́ndu bí ẹni mú mi ẹran yó. Because I don't understand how a man can be so inhuman. Ta ló ń bí àrùn àwọn ọkùnrin? I normally say sometimes that our mothers, they made some mistake in some of àwọn ọkùnrin tó ń bí. Because tó bá lójú tì ní láti ilẹ̀, because you're trying to paint yourself as an honourable man. Nílé o lọ kó ti obìnrin nínú ilé. O serve time tán. Ìwọ tó yẹ pé obìnrin should be the last thing on your mind. Kó kọ́kọ́ lọ fi therapy kọ́kọ́ tẹ́ra ẹ ara ná. Kó kọ́kọ́ gba therapy sára kórìí ẹ tiẹ̀ pé kó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe, kó mọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ fa yí ẹ ṣe. Ó wá kọ́ lọ ilé obìnrin, òun show ẹ ní love. Because if you are a man that has honor, bóyá ilé ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ gan ló yẹ kó dé sí, kó ra fara pamọ́ síbì kan. Ó wá dé ilé obìnrin, oúnjẹ àárọ̀, oúnjẹ tọ̀sán, oúnjẹ talẹ́. Ìwọ náà ń ṣe ọkọ madam tó o dẹ̀ tí sọ́ọ̀tì ilé ẹ̀, oní ọba ilé ẹ̀ jẹ́ onílé kan l'Amẹ́ríkà, oníkìíní kan. Tẹ́nu ọkùnrin bá ti dùn jù, tó bá dẹ̀ ti mẹjọ́ rò jù. I say it, even as a woman, if you are a chatterbox, it's a problem. Ṣorí Ọlọ́run tó dálé ayé ìgan, ó dá níwọ̀n pé ká mọ ìwọ̀ntúnwọ̀nsí nǹkan. Bó jẹ́ ẹjọ́ ni, má rojọ́ jù. Bó jẹ́ eré ni, má ṣeré jù. Bó jẹ́ seriousness ni, má serious jù. Ṣàrà àbàládé, just maintain your equilibrium and have a balance. Because I don't know what kind of man will be so kíkún èèyàn dúdú to the point pé nǹkan báyìí ṣẹlẹ̀. Afẹ́ni tí ò bá lẹ́jẹ̀ lọ́rùn lánàá ni ara ẹ̀ ò ní ṣẹ́gìrì pé kí ni obìnrin fẹ́ dánwò yìí. Ẹni tó bá burú tí ò lẹ́mìí dáríjì rárá, lánú Phareeda ò ní ṣe lánàá pé tó ò bá tiẹ̀ nírú Phareeda, táwọn ìyàwó bá nírú Phareeda as ọmọ, wọ́n á nírú Phareeda as aunty, àbí kọ́ ni as sister, àbọ́kọ́ ni as a mother. tí ò bá ń ṣe pé kí ni bó ṣe bọ́lọ́run ṣe tó ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa ń tó nǹkan dáadáa ni ó dẹ̀ ṣe máa tó nǹkan dáadáa fún Phareeda at 50 years ẹlòmíì ti di grandmother oh yes tó ti rá ọmọ ọmọ ẹyọ kan sí méjì sí mẹ́ta bọ́lọ́run ṣe ń pè nǹkan òun nìkan ló yé àdèlè bí lẹ́jọ́. Some women are even praying to have half a success that Phareeda has pé ọlọ́run bless iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ mi káàtì jẹ àti má tiẹ̀ jẹ́ problem fún mi káàtì máa fò lọ fòbọ̀ má jẹ́ problems fún mi kí iṣẹ́ mi máa lọ déédéé kí n lè ráwọn èèyàn gbà tó máa gba sálárì lábẹ́ mi tí patí máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tí màá máa lè wọṣọ tó bá pè níbẹ̀ kémi náà kí n máa náwó níbi táwọn ẹgbẹ́ mi náà ti ń náwó kí n láwọn ọmọ mi bó jẹ́ adopted àbí biological kí n láwọn ọmọ mi bọ́kọ wà bọ́kọ ò sí àlùbáríkà ni. Millions of women are praying for our own situation. But like I said, ìwọ̀nba lèèyàn yóò fẹ́ mọ̀. But this is just this particular podcast. It is to talk about Uncle Demola Oníkùngbẹ̀ndù bí ẹni tó mú mi ẹran yó. Bọ̀dá Demola, try o. Tó bá pẹ́ ní ìyá lóòótọ́ sọ pé ìyá yín pé torí gbogbo ẹjọ́ yìí pé ìyá yín ní symptoms bóyá wà hypertensive lágbára ọlọ́run fún ìyá lálùbáríkà ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí wàhálà tí yín kó ṣe ìyá oníyà lè ṣe torí èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ wà kí irú ìyá náà kó máa gbọ́ pọ́mọ ń ṣe wọ́nranwọ̀nran àzọkùnrin lórí social media kí bp ẹ̀ má lọ sókè. Mo ṣúọ̀ páwọn abiyamọ irú bọ̀dá Adébọ́lá yìí kò fẹ́ yọ àbọ̀dá tó kàn bọ̀dá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan ni. Ẹni tó bá nírú bọ̀dá Adémọ́lá igan lẹ́gbọ̀n àbí bàbá àbí àbúrò ó yẹ kó pè jókòó ni pé Mr. Man kí ló ń ṣe ẹ́ tó ń ṣe wọ́nranwọ̀nran bí ọ̀pọ̀lọ́ já sínú epo gbóná tó expose obìnrin pé ẹ̀ ń bára yín sùn in fact youth gan ọmọ teenager gan kò gbọ́dọ̀ lánú sọ àwọn nǹkan míì. I'm not saying he doesn't have the right to talk. Don't get me wrong. Yes, men that want to talk should talk. But ó ní bó ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ tó máa fi hàn pé ọlọ́gbọ́n ni ẹ́ kò sí nǹkan tó kó bí o sọ pé inú 20 people Phareeda máa bá 18 sùn Mr. Man kò possible kí Phareeda máa bá 18 people out of the 20 people tó surround ẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ tiẹ̀ decide láti ẹ̀ ti fẹ́. You will not even try it. Nigerian man kọ́ ni. O tún sọ pé pẹ́pẹ́ sí ara ẹ̀ dàbí 80-year-old woman for crying out loud. Obìnrin wọn ni ẹni tó fẹ́ àbẹ́ bó bá tiẹ̀ tí màrí ẹ̀ tó máa tọkùnrin máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ fún ẹ tó ní dà pé kó lọ jábọ́ sódò well for ẹni tó bá mú mi ìfẹ́ yóò nìyẹn o. I tell you if you're a woman and you're particular about self-love tọkùnrin kan tó ṣe mú ẹ kó tó fi full stop sí ọmọ ìwọ gan o ti get out as in wàá block gbogbo generation ẹ lórí gbogbo social contact ẹ wàá block any avenue tó tiẹ̀ fi lè rí ẹ pé you will just cut him off kó tó mu délẹ̀ wàá ti cut ẹ̀ off wàá ti get over him mentally kó tẹ̀ tó di kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa rò ẹ́ káàkiri. So it's just a learning curve and honestly this response by Demola that Phareeda is a pretender season 2 ló ṣì ń ṣe ó ń ṣe Nollywood movie ni come on Mr. Big Boy Society men come on Mr. America returnee gbọ́dọ̀ fi bí tó lọ bú ẹ. Tori, I want to believe it's your past. But if you can be digging up a woman's past and even be alleging and be saying pé ó bury ọmọ sínú shop. Tó dẹ̀ ti sọ fún èèyàn kan tàrí fídíò tó ń circulate online tó sọ wípé ó máa da business ẹ̀ rú ni. Irú èèyàn wo ni business tó fi ń bọ́ ẹ? Ìwọ náà dẹ̀ sọ ó ló jẹ́ nínú owó ẹ̀. I don't know why women, especially single women, especially single mature women ẹ jẹ́ kí ìtàn Phareeda kókó alọ́gbọ́n àdẹ̀ dúpẹ́ pé àfìtàn yìí máa sọ lẹ́yìn pé olódì ẹ̀ lọ lánàá yẹn àdúpẹ́ pé ó wà láyé ayọ̀ àtàlàáfíà àdẹ̀ dúpẹ́ pé gbogbo ohun tó dàbí ẹni pé kò dánmọ́rán nu ayé ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run máa ṣe. You can imagine how paranoid she will be with anything with men. And from the little research I did, with this kind of thing, of course, she needs therapy. Yeah, she needs therapy and she needs good people around her. And they need to give her 24-hour surveillance because sharing mental health, thank God we are now realizing it's better in Nigeria now, unlike before. Mental health is, when you're not in a good headspace, it is your life is not in a good place. That's the best way I can summon it. Somebody has to be with her 24 hours, especially in a house, to watch her. It's also it's most of the time it's not a one-off thing. When somebody has become, I don't want to use that word because of this platform. So they should just keep an. In fact, about the toilet again. Bóyá kéèyàn kan wà lẹ́nu ọ̀nà tó wọ́n máa wò, I don't know, but it's that serious. It's that serious. If she has to leave her house so that she's not seeing anything, bóyá pictures wedding aṣọ wedding or bóyá souvenir anything, any little thing can trigger her. So she doesn't need to see anything that will remind her. In fact, social media should not be her place. I know she's a social media person, but she doesn't need it now. Let her find healing. As long as it's going to take, she needs to be restored. We women are praying for her. We know that she has made mistakes. We know that, she has gone. Ó sọ ní ìfẹ́ ló sọ òun di kìíní ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀ kí ìfẹ́ tẹ́ bá lọ wo psychiatric home. Àwọn obìnrin ló pọ̀ jù ń bẹ́ẹ̀. Kí ló dé jẹ́ kó pọ̀ jù ń bẹ́ẹ̀? Ọ̀rọ̀ ọkùnrin yìí náà ní nǹkan. So Phareeda, we thank God for your life. Bọ́dá Demola Okulaja, ọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ sọ yẹn o. That reaction or response you give is very inhumane. It's very wicked. It's mean. It's disappointing. And I don't know what other word to use. Like I said, we try it as much as possible not to shade, but it is what it is. That response was not appropriate at all. For a woman you've claimed to have loved before, you would have just even been quiet. Or say, even if she's your enemy, tó bá ṣerú drama bẹ́yẹn, that is not what you're supposed to say. How much more a woman tó ti jẹ́pọ̀ tó ti jata ẹ̀? Àwọn obìnrin jẹ́ ká máa ṣọ́pọ̀ lọ́lẹ̀. The red flags are always there. In fact, maybe if you're in your 20s tó ṣe ń love or be full, tó rí red flags. Ọmọ tó bá ti wọ 30, 40s. Red flag yẹn, in fact, tó bá ṣe kékeré báyìí, fúnra rẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ lo microscope kó fi amplify ẹ̀ kó lè mọ̀ bóyá nǹkan tó lè contend with yẹn pé tó bá ràn jù bẹ́yẹn lọ, because it's that serious. That's just the issue. What's your comments? Please drop it and say a word of prayer for Phareeda. Wọ́n ní tún for Phareeda fún wa. Ní fi pictures ẹ̀. Ní fi ṣe RIP fún. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó ṣán máa hàn bí ẹ̀ lójú. Àwọn ọmọ tó adopt beautiful 3 adorable children yẹn. Wàá sì wọ́n dàgbàdàgbà. Bọ́lọ́run dẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣọlá tó ṣe ń ṣèyanu. Ọlọ́run lè pèsè títí ẹ̀ fún ẹ. Á pèsè àwọn ọmọ tí ẹ fún ẹ. Á pèsè alárùbáríkà fún ẹ. Each business ẹ̀yẹn kò ní bàjẹ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó bá òun kò ti ṣẹ̀. Gbogbo wọn tó bá òun kò ti sọ tí ò yẹ kó sọ, Ọlọ́run á dáríjì ẹ̀. Bí mo ṣe ń gbàdúrà dáríjì ẹ̀jẹ̀ fẹ́ṣẹ̀ mi, Ọlọ́run á dáríjì ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ títí ẹ̀ náà àti gbogbo àtà ń gbọ́ kínní. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ ká rí wàhálà tó máa ju tiwa lọ. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.